would you say? I would say top five. Who would you say top three MCs? I ain't gonna even do it.
Wow. That's a crazy question because it's so, after you do that list, you always think of someone else that
Yeah,
should
I
have been
know
on
it.
there.
I
Like,
know it.
damn, I
That's
should have
why I
said
asked.
this.
That's why I asked.
I would say, like, of course, you got the easy picks, like
Yeah.
people like, but see, I like underground hip hop, so
I mean,
it's hard for me to decipher. I say, like, I think MF Doom is really, really crafty on how he delivers his message. Of course, Nas, the old Nas, not the new Nas. I can't really say because I haven't really been into the new Nas like that. But the old Nas definitely that changed the game.
yeah.
Andre 3000 is
Yeah,
another one.
yeah.
Shoot, man, Pusha T. You know what I'm saying? Black Thought from the Roots. Some people that really don't get too many honorable mentions. Raekwon from Wu Tang.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's a lot of MCs, man. Man.
I know.
Razcast from out here in the West Coast. Razcast.
And that's
That's
why.
one of the greatest ever.
Yeah, that's why I asked. And it's kind of like I would always say 3 Stacks or some Rakim, and I
Yeah.
would even throw like Nas and some Pop. You know what I mean? Just being an editor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pac definitely.
Yeah.
Pac could be in there, but he wasn't my favorite when he was living though. But I really got Pac once he, like after he passed away, I got what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
Because I was a young dude at that time too, so I was really more into delivery. Biggie was the best to me, period.
I got you. Somebody I guess with me being a little older, I mean I'm 36, I ain't just old, but
right.
As far as like the music, I guess at this point I would like to see like I always want to see a clash of the music with Outkast and a Wu-Tang.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
Some real funky.
A mix. Yeah.
A funky mix.
I know they did some things like I know Raekwon was on Skew It on the barbecue. With Outkast, that was an interesting collaboration. Actually, it was a dope song.
Yeah.
Remember that's on the Quemini album, album.
Yeah. But I'm saying, or like say for instance, 3 Stacks and D'Angelo on a song, or Black Thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely be down with that. That's real dope. Because I just love music, man. I love like really anything that my people do creatively. I know that it's coming from a great place. Because, when you look at Black people performing or creating anything or doing anything, for instance, you have to know that there's a form of them arriving wherever they're at out of the darkness because, we're not given things usually, we didn't ride the backs, we didn't ride the back of our ancestors with something that they participated in a long time ago and we're benefiting off of it. So when you're seeing any Black person doing anything, you're looking at a God, you're looking at a queen that's coming out of the darkness into the light.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the way everything grows. And so that's why I tell my people, especially anybody from all over the world in any hood, is to embrace the darkness because the darkness is where your real jewels lie. Yeah. And so as soon as you embrace that darkness and you embrace the stress of the darkness, see, stress is what makes you grow and brings you into a new paradigm and what makes you a greater person. It's not the light.
Yeah.
But you don't go from light to more light. You got to go from the darkness of yourself. And that darkness can mean ignorance to something. Mm-hmm. Once upon a time, you were ignorant to the barbering game, like I was.
Yeah.
And ignorance means a lack of knowledge, and that's darkness. And so you want to embrace whatever darkness you're going through in order to arrive into the light. And so it's very important that we look at that, especially when we see our people out here doing their thing, whether they playing basketball, whether they speaking somewhere, whether they got a church, whatever they doing, we have to look at it as this is a person that's came through the darkness into the light.
Mm.
Even if they were born rich, it doesn't matter. Everything starts in the darkness and comes into the light. Yeah. No one just begins this world with knowing. A baby has to learn, has to be taught. So that's darkness. That's the darkness of yourself.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Memphis, and
oh, nice. Okay. I went to school in Jackson.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, my family's in Brownsville, Jackson, on my mom's side.
Yeah, I got family out there in Brownsville too, Oakland, Tennessee too.
Yeah. So I lived out there for like a few years. I did my junior high years, 7th through 8th. I did them in Jackson.
Yeah, I saw that piece when you were talking about moms and grandma. That was
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was heavy.
Word, thank you, bro.
Yeah, I was I guess just speaking about the whole situation with Dolph and Gotti, man. It's kind of like me being from Memphis, it kind of hurt. It kind of pisses me off because they are to me two leaders from two different packs, but
Hmm.
it's kind of like it make the city look bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I,
yeah, I can see that.
and I can, with me being in Atlanta, I see a lot of friction between the artists or whatever. But then it's more or less like they find a way to work together, and then they getting money
Yeah.
together. But I don't know if it's
Hmm.
just because of what we're from in Memphis and people
Hmm.
on top of each other, and it's like it's a hate bred town. I
Well,
don't know why,
well, well, it's interesting because I know where that comes from. I mean, if that's something that you were going to ask me, I know where it's coming from. I know why. A lot of us as black people, we have a problem with other black people faster than we do with other people. Is because of a lack of knowledge. We don't really have a true understanding of natural law principles. So we a lot of us constantly violate each other. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We rob each other, we steal from each other, whether we're stealing something physical or we're stealing someone's life.
yeah.
We take from each other.
No,
When we with our women, we lying to them. We're not keeping it real with them, and all these things are transgressions to natural law
yeah,
because you're always supposed to give the person the right to protect their own individual sovereignty. You're a sovereign whether you know it or not. So I have no right to put my hands on you to take your physical body and change it. I
yeah,
have no right to do these things unless I'm protecting myself.
yeah.
That's the only time that physical violence should take place.
And
Now
that's
you're talking about guys
what,
that did stuff based on words or whatever was going on. That's foolishness. And everybody that's black is not a leader. So, I wouldn't really expect them to be anything but what they are. And that may be just to be followers or just to be rappers.
yeah,
Everybody that's rapping don't mean they got to be a KRS-One or a Chuck D. Everybody that's playing basketball or football don't need to be Colin or Muhammad Ali. It's just you have people that just don't understand that it's bigger than just the individual. We have to get back into understanding natural law and not breaking natural law in the midst of others. We have to stop taking from each other. And
yeah,
when I say breaking natural law is any transgression is a form of taking and stealing. If I take your life, that's wrong. For a woman, if you take her body and rape her, that's wrong.
yeah.
If you take her right to make a choice that she want to fool with you or not, or that she wants to be a part of the rotation you got going on,
Yeah,
what I'm saying? You've taken her right to make a decision.
yeah.
How do and that's not right. And
No,
so it's different things, what I'm saying? It's like if I steal your
no,
property, that's not, I can't come in the shop and steal that beautiful red chair back there. That's not my
hell
chair.
no.
You know what I'm saying? That's your chair.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. So it's all about, we have to just get back into understanding that principle of, what's right and wrong, because there is a right and wrong, but a lot of us overlook it and we just think we just go off of just, man-made law instead of natural law, which really can't be broke at all.
it can't. It's just it's becoming and it's understanding. As I
Yeah,
know, as
yeah,
I've grown, as I've seen things. So
yeah.
kind
And it
of.
just take time, man. It take time, man. Like, it's like we have to continue to study and become greater individuals and then, inspire others, with our words and with our actions, the things that we're doing, because actions also, I would say actions inspire more than words. It's just
I
like a child. Like when you was a child like myself, your mother or your father could have been a diehard alcoholic, but if they tell you not to drink and their actions are drinking, you're looking at the actions.
where that cup at?
You know,
Yeah,
yeah, you looking at the actions. So it's like it's all about actions. It's like you have to show and prove. Man.
yeah.